Carter, Fox News. I'm Sue Guzman, and the nation's longest-living former president has died.
The Carter Center announced the death of the 39th president Sunday, more than a year after former President Jimmy Carter entered hospice care. His wife, former First Lady Rosalind Carter, died last year. Carter was elected president in 1976, defeating Republican Gerald Ford in the aftermath of Watergate. He successfully brokered the Camp David Accords, leading to a peace between Israel and Egypt. But his one term was also plagued by economic downturns and a 440-day hostage crisis in Iran. Carter dedicated his post-presidency to humanitarian ventures, a leading figure for Habitat for Humanity. He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Jimmy Carter was 100 years old. President Biden scheduling the late former president's state funeral in Washington for January 9th. That will also be a national day of mourning. President Biden says the world lost an extraordinary leader, statesman, and humanitarian. And President-elect Donald Trump says we all owe Jimmy Carter a debt of gratitude. The NTSB and Boeing is planning to send teams to South Korea to help with the investigation into Saturday night's fiery plane crash at Muan International Airport.
The two survivors were two crew members. They were taken to the hospital, and they are both awake and talking with investigators about what they saw in those moments leading up to the crash. The youngest victim was just a 3-year-old little boy. Now, a bird strike and landing gear failures are also being considered right now as possible causes for this crash. The incident is the deadliest disaster in South Korea's aviation history. Officials say the flight data recorder has been recovered, and the NTSB is leading a team of U.S. investigators to help South Korea's aviation authority in its investigation.
Fox's Stephanie Bennett. America's listening to Fox News.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network, the Fox News Rundown, a contrast of perspectives you won't hear anywhere else. Your daily dose of news twice a day, going far beyond the headlines, tapping into the massive reporting resources of Fox News to provide a full picture of the news of the day.
I'm Dana Perino.
I'm Brett Baer.
I'm Maria Bartiromo.
I'm Brian Kilmeade, and this is the Fox News Rundown.
Subscribe and listen now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you get your podcasts. From the Fox News Podcasts Network.
Hey, this is Trey Gowdy, host of the Trey Gowdy Podcast. Every Tuesday, you'll hear what's on my mind. Plus, every Thursday, there's a special bonus episode where we answer the questions that are on your mind. Make sure to spend your Tuesdays and Thursdays with Trey. Subscribe now at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you download podcasts. Hope to see you.
America's listening to Fox News.
At least 4 are dead following severe storms across the southern U.S. over the weekend. Fox's CB Cotton has more.
Severe storms continued marching eastward Sunday. A large funnel cloud spotted over Mississippi. This after multiple deadly tornadoes struck parts of the southeast Saturday. Deaths reported in Texas, North Carolina, and Mississippi. In Conroe, Texas, residents reporting extensive home damage. Sunday, ongoing storms exposing more than 20 million people from the eastern Gulf Coast to the Carolinas to weather-related risk. The busy holiday travel weekend days before New Year's Eve slowed by threats of rain, snow, and more tornadoes across the country. Meteorologists are watching a brewing storm that could spell trouble for much of the Northeast heading into New Year's Eve. Here in the Big Apple, Times Square is one of those areas expected to get soaked. In New York, CB Cotton, Fox News.
House of Representatives set to vote Friday on a new speaker. And the top Republican, Speaker Mike Johnson, is in a fight to keep his gavel. As we hear from Fox's Madeline Rivera.
Frustration is growing among some Republicans. House Speaker Mike Johnson's allies say a messy speaker's fight is the last thing they want as Republicans enter the next year with full control of Congress. They say they've got a long to-do list, from addressing the border to extending Trump's tax cuts. But the House can't move forward with any of those priorities if they don't have a speaker. And the fight over the gavel will serve as the first test over how the House GOP will navigate a slim majority. The next Congress will begin with 219 House Republicans and 215 House Democrats. Johnson needs 218 votes to keep his job.
South Korean lawmakers trying to arrest former and impeach President Yoon over his short, hours-long martial law decree back on December 3rd. Investigating South Korean law enforcement officials are requesting a court warrant to detain him. They plan to question him on the charges against him that include orchestrating a rebellion. So far, Yoon has managed to dodge repeated requests by the investigation team. I'm Sue Guzman. This is Fox News.
I'm Shannon Breen. Well, bless my biscuits. The holidays are here, and KFC's got just what you need to make them finger-licking festive. Our new KFC Holiday Feast, packed with 12 pieces of my world-famous fried chicken, hearty sides, and fluffy biscuits. And here's the kicker. You'll get a glass casserole dish with your KFC Holiday Feast. Hosting a smaller gathering, our 6-piece holiday meal is just as delicious and perfect for cozy celebrations. This holiday season, take a break. Let KFC do the cooking while you enjoy the loving. KFC, it's finger-licking good for the holidays.
Attention all sales superstars. Choice Broadcasting is looking for a dynamic radio sales executive to join our winning team. Do you thrive on building relationships, have a knack for closing deals, and love the fast pace of radio sales? If so, we want you. You'll enjoy a competitive salary, excellent commissions, and the chance to work with the best in the broadcasting business. Apply now at the Choice Broadcasting office in Tumuning.
Introducing Nissan Guam's exclusive first-time buyer program. Perfect for those with little or no credit history, no co-signer required. It's simple. You apply, we approve. You drive away in your brand new Nissan. Low monthly payments, perfect for any budget. Get started on your finance pre-qualification at nissanguam.com or call their helpful sales team at 671-647-7261 today. On approved credit, conditions apply. See Nissan Guam for details.
Boss 104, The Point, and Star 101, in collaboration with Guam Premier Outlets, present the 2025 Health and Wellness Fair. Saturday, January 11th, join us as we showcase an array of healthcare businesses to help guide you into a lifestyle of healthy habits and wellness. Booths are available now. If you're a business that specializes in eating healthy, exercising, being mindful, and more, call 888-7346 and ask for Doris, Daryl, Shanzi, or Ali. For more information about the 2025 Health and Wellness Fair, call 888-RDIO.
It is January 30th, the last Monday of the year. I'm sorry, December 30th. I'm already going forward, and it is Veterans with Benefits with your host, Anthony Tehran and Corinna Ballista.
Half a day, everyone. It's okay, Jose. I think I made the same mistake, too. I had an appointment this morning, and I confirmed it yesterday or last week, and I said January 30th. And then I was like, oops, I meant December 30th.
I'm excited for 2025.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are rushing in.
Well, yeah, look at, Happy New Year. Can you guys see this? Can they see it? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think they can. Okay. Well, half a day, everyone, and welcome back. This is our last show of 2024, right?
Yes.
Yes. Last show, December 30th.
That's right.
Yes, last show. Of course, always want to thank our sponsors, Ambrose Inc., Zuwilo.org. Thank you, Pete and Tim, for our website, Hebzibah Clinic, Master Blasters, Domino's Pizza. Thank you to
Dane
yes. At Domino's.
Yes.
American Legion and Elevensies.
Yes. Gabby over at Elevensies is telling us that she has been on the radio before.
Oh, yeah.
And she sings.
Yes.
And she's still in high school, but she can help you over here behind the studio at Elevensies. And she says, get an ice cold matcha latte.
That's her favorite?
That's her favorite.
What is your favorite, Jose?
It's green.
It's
green.
I don't know what it's called, though. It has cucumbers and calamansi in it.
Ooh.
Oh, really? Is that iced? Hot?
Iced.
Oh.
Is it sweet?
Yeah, a little bit.
Ooh.
We should try that next time.
Yes, we should.
I don't think I've seen that in the menu, unless it's special just for Jose.
It's green.
It has to be good.
And then, Anthony, you wanted to say hello?
Yes, I wanted to say hello to Knox and Aaliyah.
All right. So I'm going to read Veteran of the Week, and then Anthony will follow up with Veteran Tip of the Week and Veteran Question of the Week. So Veteran of the Week is Sergeant Zenilda Cruz. Yes. She was 25 Bravo Information Technology Specialist. She's medically retired from the U.S. Army out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Ooh, wow.
She began her military journey at the age of 17, enlisting in the U.S. Army Reserve for 6 years. She proudly served as a reservist before transitioning to active duty for another 6 years. Her military career came to an unexpected end when she was medically retired after her last appointment. She faced a life-altering health crisis that unfortunately landed her in the hospital. and then she thought that it was the end. However, she was medically retired, and then she adjusted to life outside the Army. And after years of structure, discipline, and having a mission to fulfill, civilian life for her felt unfamiliar. Coping with her disability while navigating a new normal was not easy. However, she made the decision to move forward, determined to create a future for herself and her family. She chose to take advantage of the GI Bill to further her education, hoping it would provide an opportunity to transition into a new career path. But the journey was far from easy. Her health condition developed during her service made it difficult to attend school and complete coursework. So despite the struggle, she pressed on, determined to make something of herself and provide for her family. Eventually, she realized she needed to advocate for herself. She filed her own claim with the VA. She sought the benefit she had earned through her service and sacrifice. She found the process challenging, but knew it was necessary to secure the support needed to move forward. Her experiences have shown her the importance of resilience, the strength of the human spirit, and the need for veterans, especially women veterans, to stand up and fight for the recognition and care they deserve. She says, serving in the Army taught her invaluable lessons about dedication, perseverance, and the price of service. While her time in uniform ended early, she remains proud of the sacrifices she made for her country. As a medically retired veteran, her mission now is to inspire others, continue advocating for veteran support, and demonstrate that even in the face of adversity, we can overcome. Sergeant Zenelda Cruz is a proud woman veteran, still standing strong. All right.
Ah, that was so nice.
It was. I think she sounds like an honorary member, a perfect person for HMI.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. And by the way, be sure you go over to Domino's and get your pizza as Veteran of the Week. Domino's gives our Veteran of the Week a free Domino's pizza.
Yes.
So be sure you get over there and get that.
And then also want to mention that she also writes music.
Zenilda?
Yes. So you can find her on Instagram. What was her Instagram? Her Instagram. I got to listen to it, but unfortunately we can't play music on our show. But it's called Zenny M. Cruz on Instagram, and it's a really, really nice song. I don't know. We have to ask her if it's copyrighted or not. If we wanted to play just a snippet, but maybe next time.
All right.
But
yes.
Veteran of the Week, congratulations.
And if she does she sing or just write the music?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll find out.
Yes, we'll find out.
Maybe she'll be the next Lee, what's his name, Greenwood?
Yes.
Proud to be an American?
Proud to be, that one?
Yeah. Where at least.
It's really nice. I listened to it. It was really nice.
Yeah, so maybe she'll write a song about veterans.
Yes.
Who knows?
All right. So you are going to cover Veteran Tip of the Week and Veteran Question of the Week.
Yes. So eligibility tip. Regularly review your VA benefits. Why review annually? VA benefits often evolve due to changes in laws, policies, or personal circumstances. Many veterans overlook potential eligibility for additional benefits, especially as their health, finances, or family situations change over time. Staying updated ensures you're maximizing the support available to you. How to review your eligibility. Visit the VA's official website, start at va.gov, which provides the most up-to-date and comprehensive information about benefits and services. Use the Check Your VA Benefits Eligibility tool to explore what you might qualify for. Check for changes in legislation. Laws like the PACT Act and recent 2024 updates may expand eligibility for health care, disability compensation, or other benefits. Updates often include new presumptive conditions for toxic exposures, changes to discharge character determinations, and added caregiver support. Evaluate your current circumstances. Consider changes such as health, worsening service-connected conditions, or new diagnoses. Family. marriage, divorce, the birth of a child, or loss of a dependent. Employment, retirement, or reduced income may impact pension eligibility. Benefits like dependency and indemnity compensation, DIC, or aid in attendance might apply if your situation has shifted. These are some of the benefits that veterans may avail of. Education and training, the GI Bill, on-the-job training, and apprenticeships, home loans, VA-backed mortgages or refinancing, burial benefits, pre-need eligibility, determination for burial in VA National Cemetery, verify enrollment in existing programs, confirm your enrollment in ongoing programs like VA healthcare. Some benefits require periodic reapplication or updates. Example, annual income updates for means-tested benefits. I believe that would be something like for the TDIU or for the folks that have not been to combat, trying to get healthcare services. Why staying informed matters. Access expanded services, newly added benefits like caregiver support programs or enhanced mental health services. Plan for the future. Ensuring benefits are ready when you or your family need the most. Example, survivor benefits. Avoid missed opportunities. Many programs have specific time frames for applications, such as education benefits under the post-9/11 GI Bill. By dedicating a small amount of time each year to reviewing your benefits, you can ensure you and your family receive the full range of support earned through your service. And that was our tip of the week. Now we're going to go into question of the week. The question of the week is, what are the key steps for filing a VA disability claim? Determine eligibility. Confirm your military service and condition qualify for a VA disability benefits. Gather evidence. Collect medical records, military, VA, or private, and service records showing how your condition is connected to your service. Obtain buddy statements or other supporting documents if applicable. File the claim online. Use va.gov. You can also do this on your own. In person, submit through a regional VA office or work with a veteran services organization. Attend required appointments. Complete compensation and pension exams, more commonly referred to as CMP exams, if scheduled by the VA to assess your condition. Monitor your claim. Track your claim status on va.gov. Receive a decision. Once reviewed, you'll receive a rating decision detailing the VA's determination and awarded benefits, if applicable. If denied, you can appeal within 1 year. Don't take the whole time of 1 year to reapply. Get new and relevant evidence and do it right away. All right, that should be it.
All right, thank you.
That's your question of the week.
Question of the week and tip of the week.
That's
so tip of the week, always stay current on changes.
That's right.
And then question of the week is, how do I file my VA claim?
That's right.
And you've covered it, like main steps.
Yes.
Main steps. And the most important thing about that is veterans need to know not to give up. Do not give up. If you get denied, there is no limitation on when you can appeal.
And HMI does boot camps?
Yes, so we're going to cover that.
Oh, very good.
Yes, but first, I'm going to say hello to those watching us online.
Okay.
You're listening to us on The Point, 93.3. You can call into 671-888-TALK. So today on the show, we're going to do a 2024 recap. We're going to talk about the changes that happened in 2024 for the veterans, laws, acts, changes, policies.
Everything.
everything, and then our upcoming events. So although Anthony and I are co-hosts on this radio show, Veterans with Benefits, we are also president and vice president of the nonprofit organization HMI. So that's a veteran nonprofit organization. Well, what does it stand for? We always get. HMI stands for Ihanana Imagahit Zani Anina, the way, the truth, and the light. And Anthony here is one of the founders. So a veteran mentioned in one of the chats last week, thank you to HMI for filling the need, seeing the gap, veterans that need help. And I think you always say this, right, Anthony, that now is
the best time to file your claim.
Be a veteran.
And to be a veteran.
Yes. So let me say hello to those online.
Okay.
There's a lot of comments here. So let's start with NMI News Service. They said half a day from Saipan.
Hey, hello. We have a chat group for everyone out there.
We do, and I just posted I completely almost forgot about the Saipan.
Okay.
So whenever I post a link, for them to hop on and watch the radio show, I forgot, and so I was like, oh crap, I need to post it. So I did that, and then Brennan Fausto, Jigo Jarhead, watching, and happy early 2025 New Year's Veterans Warfighters.
Hey, Mr. Fausto.
Bill Salisbury, another founder of HMI, says, Biba HMI, Happy New Year, Veterans 2025.
Yes.
Charlie Hermosa, who is invited to the VetCon. Happy New Year, guys. Looking forward to the VetCon. Lynn Tidinko, Happy New Year, Karina. Happy New Year. Oh, and then you said something, and Charlie said, that's just age. I'm not sure. Oh, I think because we said what? We were saying...
It's January.
January, right? January 30. We're like jumping forward a whole month into 2025.
We got to get a jump on it.
All right. So how are we going to do this, Jose? I know I sent you, oh my God, over 100 images of the beginning.
Should we just scroll through it and then we'll talk about who it was that was on there?
Yeah.
I put it on a slideshow.
Oh, okay, good.
But
so
it's, we'll see how it goes. It was really quick.
Okay. Yeah. So Veterans with Benefits, the radio show. Of course, we want to say thank you to Bob Kelly, Ray Gibson, for The Point, for,
Jose,
giving
our producer.
Yes, Jose, our producer.
He is the best.
And then what was his name who also filled in for Jose sometimes? Was it Daryl? Who is it?
Yeah, Daryl was here before.
No, but he filled in when Jose...
One time?
Was it one time?
I probably Daryl.
Yeah, I think one time. Thank you all for, giving us the opportunity, to be a part of The Point and to inform veterans and all the important veterans issues.
Yes.
Here and, around the world and what's changing for us. So, of course, this is the launch get together.
Yeah, what we're watching right now is the first day of the radio show.
Yes,
we had
this was January 22nd.
Get together in the back there at 11Z's, thanks to Miss Grace and her crew.
Yes.
Then that's the governor, the congressman. That's Gerald from the senator's office.
Right. Oh, and we also got a blessing, right?
Yes, we had the priest bless us.
All right.
There's the congressman, correct?
Yes,
Father Ron Pangan.
Hey, yes. So he blessed the show, and he blessed us to survive almost till 1 year, right?
Yes.
I think everyone was worried, would we make it one whole year?
We did.
I was about to...
Oh, there he is. That's him.
Oh, yes. There you go.
Yay. And thank you to Ambrose for printing they printed our banners.
Yes.
Thank you, Ambrose.
There's Senator St. Nicholas Dwayne, who kept us going over at the task force.
Yes. Oh, and so he was the last one to show up. He still showed up.
That's right.
Yeah, he still showed up. And then I think the next picture is who is that?
Oh, gosh.
This black and white. Oh, I think is that Charlie?
Yeah, it might be Charlie.
Okay, and so in the first episode, we had Doc and...
that was Chris Turan.
Oh, Chris.
Because we had the Legion and Hebzibah.
Oh, yes. Oh, look, there's Jose's shirt.
My first shirt.
Our guy, yes.
Yeah.
Is this Wayne Murray?
Yes, Wayne Murray in Hawaii, right?
Yes. He was a part of Paparo's team, right?
Yes. And then who is this one? Oh yeah, I think that's him in
That's
studio.
still him. That's Wayne.
Yeah.
And he also is he helps veterans, but I think it's during the active duty time.
Oh yes. I think because he's still active duty.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
he's still
right.
active duty. That's our Year of the Veteran banner.
Yeah.
And then these are the ladies from Anderson.
Oh yes.
The clinic.
The mental health
Sergeant
folks up
Chelf.
there.
Yes. And then actually, she's my Facebook friend, the one who
wow.
she PCS'd.
Yeah, she's no longer here, right?
Yes, and she's my Facebook friend, but she doesn't have her real name on Facebook because she's active duty. So.
And they came on the show twice.
Yes, they did. I think that's when Charlie said, "Hey, they got invited twice. What about me?" Right, Charlie?
Yeah, he got upset.
Charlie's like, "Huh?
Yeah,
Huh.
he's not the favorite. Hey, there's the Space Commander.
All right, Space Force." Space Force.
Yes.
Wasn't
Captain
his
Gordon.
Yes, and his patch is the coolest. Look, we're
Yeah.
about to see it, I think.
And then we had him
there.
come.
Woohoo.
We had him come out to the Armed Forces.
Oh yes,
committee, right?
yes.
We brought him to Phil.
He coordinated with Phil, and who is this one?
That Vic
Vic
Gaza?
Gaza. Yay, yes.
He was one of our
Sponsors, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who do we have? Oh, there's Phil. Speak of Phil.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's
Phil's
Phil.
over at the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he got us to get onto the Armed Forces Committee, right?
Yes.
Because he's in charge of that committee.
Yes, I think he's been there for a really while, like
Yes.
a long time. And then who is this?
Is this Dennis?
Yes. Rodriguez, yes. Uh-huh.
Over at Total Guam.
Yes.
Yeah, and he has the new psychiatrist there.
Oh,
and
yes, Dr. McClure.
They're starting to take veterans over there,
Yes.
so we're really expanding.
Mhm.
So, really
and the
nice.
TMS machine.
Yes,
right?
that's
The
right.
Transmagnetic.
Oh, gosh.
And
hey,
then,
what's that?
oh, this was
The Year
this
of
Memorial
the Veteran
Day.
shirt? Yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
this is Memorial Day. This was our special show where we spoke all the names of the Guam veterans.
That's right.
Yes.
That's Sue.
Miss Sue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Dr. Cregan.
All right, we were talking about him.
Yes, we were.
I told him that. I told you. Oh, and there's Brandon Vera.
Yes.
Woohoo. He liked the "Let's Go Brandon" sign. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like so excited.
And he's down. He's doing good things out here down at Mount Carmel, training the young students down there, giving them some, physical training and things, help them. And
Oh, there's my sister-in-law.
Oh, really?
Grief recovery specialist.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Raylene Titano.
Very nice.
Yes, she's talking about her book. We do need to have her on because I feel like, the veterans do go through that a lot, grief, depression, anxiety, and she has some tips and tricks and, on how to deal with it. Oh, wow.
You didn't get the memo of that day. Oh,
Which
yes,
one?
we did. We're all in
Oh,
black.
yes, we're all wearing black.
Yeah, we're going to have to put that memo back out.
Oh, yeah, for 2025?
And
Oh, Mr.
Ono.
Oh, no.
Tim Ono.
Yes, it was funny because he said, what are we going to talk about for an hour? And by the time we were getting into it, he's like, oh, my God, the show's almost over. Like, we told you.
And Tim usually parachutes in at all the events out here.
Yes.
He's a super master jumper. He's really good.
Yes. And this was from
Alabama?
the ship.
USS Alabama?
Was this the ship that was visiting? Yes. Oh, and there's a
Rocky
Sickman. Oh, that was fun. That was a fun show, huh?
Yeah, drinking
Jose?
on duty.
Crazy
huh?
show.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Hey, that's your hat. Your Folds of Honor hat, I think.
Yeah, he had a great. And by the way, when they came in, Folds of Honor, first time getting it out here.
Oh yes.
There's
Two
JoJo there.
recipients.
There's
Sponsored by who?
Ambrose.
There you go.
Woohoo, Ambrose.
Oh, there's Joey, right? Joey Brown.
Oh yes, Joey. We had Joey on the show. He was also veteran of the week.
yeah.
Yep. Joey. Oh, American Legion Commander.
That was awesome. Yes.
National Commander.
That's right. He's going to
He'll be
talk about
speaking
us
in
out
Congress.
there.
Yeah.
And then he's got Ariel and who's the other one?
Oh gosh, he was the
You're gonna be in
policy
trouble.
guy. Oh, and there's
Mike
Mr.
Lemtiaco.
Lemtiaco. Thank you for the donation.
Yes.
That was fun. And then who do we have after that? Was that, and then we have our Christmas one? Oh, who do we have?
Still Mike.
Oh, okay. Because I know after that we had, no, and then I think we have, where's our Christmas hats? Oh, so this is just the pictures of us, Jose?
Yeah,
When we
different-
didn't have
different
guests.
selfies.
Yeah, I told you, Anthony takes like the best selfies because I'm. Oh, there
there's
it is.
Christmas.
There's our Christmas hats. I remember Anthony said, "I'm not gonna wear that." Oh, so this is the one where I was showing off my bag because it was a new bag.
Oh, yeah, that's from
Miss
Sue?
Yes,
Susan?
Miss King.
Yes.
Yes. Mrs. King, not Miss
Yes.
King, Mrs. King. Wow.
All right, so we're going to take
that was
a
fast.
break,
Yes, a
I
quick
think.
break, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about.
Very nice. Thank you.
Yes, we'll be right back. You're listening to us on The Point, 93.3.
Attention, all sales superstars. Choice Broadcasting is looking for a dynamic radio sales executive to join our winning team. Do you thrive on building relationships, have a knack for closing deals, and love the fast pace of radio sales? If so, we want you. You'll enjoy a competitive salary, excellent commissions, and the chance to work with the best in the broadcasting business. Apply now at the Choice Broadcasting office in Tumuning. And we're back. Let me just say hello to those watching us online. So Hebzibah Doc, he says, Biba HMI and Guam veterans. Joanne Frolichin, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Joanne. I hope you're doing well and you had a good Christmas. So before we move on to other events, we did want to talk about, we are a veteran radio show, and there is a free benefits boot camp coming up. So what this is it's a 3-day intense, I say intense because veterans are like, hey, that's a lot of information you guys push out. Boot camp, and we teach veterans how to file their claim on their own. Well, not teach, guide, inform, explain, one of those words. So the next one is Boot Camp 36 at the Aston Mayor's office, January 7, 8, 9. And it will be from 5:30 to about 8:39 p.m. depending on how many questions the veterans have. It's hands-on. We also give out samples on what to file. We do exercises. We give testimonies. There's Q&A. And didn't it used to be 5 days long?
Yes, it was. And we were doing that so that we could, once we had their attention, we got them to start really digging into their claims. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to be January 7, 8, 9. And then after, and you can register at www.hmiguam.com, or you can call 671-682-7631 to register. I could send you the link, and the register is absolutely free. Please bring your spouse. Family members need to be involved with your claim and your process. And then January 10th, right, the very next day, is the long-awaited Veteran Convention. So that's going to be from 8 to 1500.
And we'd like to thank Senator Joe San Augustine for putting that money together to get down to the GOVA office, right?
Yes.
And I think early on, Joe Mofness and Nick Francisco and a few others sat at the legislature asking for some money. And I think during that request, we kind of got more than we bargained for, and they gave them even more money than they asked for. I think the amount was, I heard it was like at about 100,000.
100, 150, something like that.
Now, I don't know if all that money was just supposed to go to the convention.
I don't know. I don't know where the money is being used, because the event is from 8 to 3, right?
Well, they're going to have to.
It's a 1-day event.
Yeah, it looks like it's just 1 day based on
But
what
I
we're
don't
hearing.
understand how you could spend all that money on just one event, because we had our gala there and it was 17, I'd want to say 17, 18.
Yeah, and the amount of people to come in was around 300.
The same, yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm really confused. I mean, unless we're being served like, caviar lobster steak. I'm just really wondering where
I can't wait.
where the money's coming, where the money's going. And so,
well, and you know, let's really look at the bright side, the silver lining, if you will, right? It's, hey, we got an event going. It took us a long time, and we kind of found out why it took a while, because these days the procurement process is no longer the 3 quotes that you get anymore.
Oh, it's 6,
I think, is what we're hearing.
Wow.
So I think Jose might be better at that kind of stuff, but 6 quotes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What if there's only 4 people? I mean,
you mean
just gotta
4
tell
available
them.
dates?
Yeah, no, 4 available
venues
quotes that you can get.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because I think Dusit is the largest. They can I think they can hold up to, in their big ballroom, I think 800.
Yes.
I think, because I think when we went to go look for a place for the gala, they said, hey, we could space this out even further.
Yes, that's right. So so they have the capacity to get a little bit bigger. Now, of course, like from what we've experienced, right, it's the menu has to be really up there, and then there could be other things that they might be asking for, but
maybe coffee, water, tea.
But that's still a far cry from the 100,000.
Yeah, because ours only.
And maybe the money's not all for that, but we'll find out, I guess, in the end, right? I mean, because they're going to have to take note of it and write down where the money went, and send that back in to to ensure that the public's money is being spent where it's supposed to be spent.
Yes,
so.
And I know HMI is doing a 10-minute presentation, and then we're also going to have a resource table at the event.
So it looks like there's going to be other folks that are going to be doing presentations as well, right? So I guess the agenda is forthcoming.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah, and it looks like there's going to be presenters. So so for those of us that are on the list to go attend, right? I mean, we're going to have presenters and we're going to have resource tables, right? So this will be similar to our symposium that we did, right?
Oh yes, we're going to be on our 4th annual next year.
Right. And and then, it's like having all the folks come out and do their spiel and talk about what's going on.
Yes.
Do we have a theme?
I think it's Empower. What was
United
it?
Or?
United and Empower. United and Empower.
No.
So while you're looking for that,
Yeah,
so the way it works is, and I think people are wondering like how, who,
Right.
So of course it's public funds. So one of the questions was who can attend? How do you pick who can attend if it's public funds supposed to be public? So we were sent, as a nonprofit organization, HMI, we were sent an email that requested 10 people from our organization attend. Right. So we have to send them a list, and that's who can attend. So I guess I'm not sure how they're going to manage people just showing up that don't know, because the flyer was sent out and it's being sent out publicly. I've been in, I mean, it should be, right, because it's public funds, but that's what it said. And I'm thinking it was because there's 32 organizations that the ASEAN office recognizes as a veteran nonprofit, 32 different organizations. So maybe each of those 32 got 10 seats. I'm not sure how it worked.
Right. And we don't know the details, right?
No, we don't.
But okay, so the theme is United by Duty, Empowered by Purpose. That's the theme. So it's going to be from 8 a.m., is that right?
8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
1500, 3 p.m., yeah. Okay. And what else is going on with that?
Well, I just hope that there's a good representation.
So we got some folks from other organizations calling us, talking about, hey, if you're part of Purple Heart, don't apply at VVA. If you're VVA, only go over to Purple Heart, for example. So these organizations are already really trying to filter out who's going to go to the event. And it just appears to be, not enough seats maybe, and a lot of people are asking to go.
Not enough seats and a lot of unanswered questions.
Right, and I'm sure there's a rhyme and a reason for everything. So our job is just to do our part.
We'll attend and we'll see, and we'll definitely share. And if there is an agenda for us to share or anything that we've learned from it, You know, we will definitely push it out. I know, I think they said senators were invited.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yes, I'm not sure. But I do know I did reach out to a senator and they said, yes, they were invited. So I'm not sure if that also went out or who was invited. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's got to be like, and you know, for all intents and purposes, right? You know, we've had these events before. Now this one, so when we did our symposium, right? I mean, not everybody showed up, so maybe that might be what might be happening here, right? I mean, everyone says they're going to show up, but will they show up? You know, and if they're going to show up, what are they expecting, right? Because we had food at our event,
yes,
right? So people got to eat, and that was a really good thing, right? At the symposium, right? And it was free, so people got to go there. But again, not a lot of people registered and showed up either. So if this is going to be the same thing, where we're pushing out information at the symposium, the convention's going to do the same thing. They're going to push out information from all the organizations. They're going to have food. They're inviting people the same way we invited people.
Right.
Are our veterans going to come?
Good question. I don't know. I think you know, because they're requiring RSVP by a certain date. Hopefully they do show up because, you know, the way DUCIT works is you pay according to your contract. So their contract probably says 300. So.
Right. And you know, we got to give, you know, again, the good senator, the hardworking folks down at the GOVA office putting this together. I mean, apparently there was a committee that was put together. You know, maybe hearing from the other organizations, maybe if they needed some help, like, you know, there are really good organizations that have been around for a while that have been putting out funding for things. So if they needed a little help, right, we could have had some folks put a little more money in so that we could get a few more extra seats, right? But again, right, I don't know. We don't know what the details are. The committee made their decision based on, you know, the best information they had.
Right.
And we have to trust that, you know, our best interest as veterans was put forth, and I'm sure that's something that they will is yet to be seen.
Yes,
right?
and hopefully it's a grand, like, amazing thing.
And
for 100-some thousand.
I don't think so. We keep talking about $100,000.
I know, but I'm
right?
just like, if it was 100, 150,
like the whole place
to me,
full, right?
Yeah, well, to me, I don't understand how you could get all that money and just only have one day event.
Right, and you know what, right? I mean, we still got a little bit more time. I think, will we have a show before the event? Yeah, we will.
Yes.
So maybe we'll get something from the director or Tanya.
Maybe clarification.
You know, maybe the committee, right? I tried to reach out to the Colonel Moffinas, but I didn't get a call back. I don't know. I just out of the blue just say, hey, you know, there's some people calling us, so I just wanted to ask some questions. But yeah, I didn't get a ring back from him, but he's probably in the know because he's one of the representatives. So
Colonel Moffinas, if you're listening, call us and let us know what's going on.
Tanya sent us the emails already, right? But those are all specific. It's like, you got 10 minutes, you got to do this, respond back, right? So so we're not seeing the full picture from the committee of what was actually planned out. Maybe we got to call Nick Francisco. I think he's part of the committee, so he's very involved in that. But you know, it would be nice to know what it is, right? I mean,
he was pushing hard, you know, because it's the year of the veteran.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes.
You know, and that's something that did we talk about that?
Yes, because Jose showed it up there.
He showed it up
Yes.
there. Now, what's interesting is the year of the veteran came in February. So, do we go by calendar year or do we go by the actual date of proclamation?
I don't know.
That it's going to be, does the year
What
end?
say you, Jose?
Oh, I you know, that's a good question because the fiscal year ended already, right?
September.
In September, but February, it hasn't come yet for 2025. But we do know that the end of the calendar year, this is a complex question here.
Yeah, wow.
Does the declaration of the Year of the Veteran, or is any funding dependent on the declaration?
No. No, well,
Okay,
money
so,
wasn't.
So I say
yeah.
February 2025.
Oh, we got one more year to
No,
party?
you mean one more month?
Or month, I'm sorry.
2 more months.
2 more months to party.
Is this a leap year also?
Oh,
No,
man.
no more. Right?
Oh, but it was the beginning of February, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
February
1
2nd.
month.
But we could always extend it,
Oh my gosh, you
Why
guys.
not?
The year of the veteran.
No, because I think
2.0.
the Guam Veteran Task Force has something else up their sleeve, so we'll find out what that is.
And then, so one of the other things too we wanted to talk about, right, regarding this, and not to rain on the parade, right, but maybe we see if we never talk about it, right, we won't be able to adjust or, prepare for it for next year. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If the legislature gave us $100,000 for this year's Veterans Convention, guess what I'm expecting for next year?
200
or more. I want to see 400 people.
Hey, they're
500.
They're
more
fighting
people,
over
yeah.
money right now in the legislature, so I'm not sure.
I mean, that's okay. That's a lot of that is just jostling for position and saying, oh well, this is mine. I got to get this. Once everybody's done with all their, this is my piece, this is your piece, it'll all go out and get out to the people, and that's what we want. But the point I was trying to make was, and you spoke about that when you said we want spouses to come to the boot camps, and there's a reason behind that, right? Is because the spouses are the ones that are there to support the veteran, and I think we kind of heard, and some of the spouses were disappointed because even in the message that they pushed out on the VVA side, no spouses. It was kind of like firm, and I was like, wow, and to some extent it's favorable to those that might be both veterans and they're a married couple, right?
You mean military to military?
Yeah, so that
veteran
way,
to veteran.
yeah. Now, again, right? That's just something that we might look at. So the thing is, though, one of the spouses was a little bit upset. So I think we're going to go to.
Oh yeah, break. We're going to go on break, and we'll talk about all the laws and changes for 2024. We'll be right back.
Well, bless my biscuits. The holidays are here, and KFC's got just what you need to make them finger-licking festive. Our new KFC Holiday Feast, packed with 12 pieces of my world-famous fried chicken, hearty sides, and fluffy biscuits. And here's the kicker. You'll get a glass casserole dish with your KFC Holiday Feast. Hosting a smaller gathering, our 6-piece holiday meal is just as delicious and perfect for cozy celebrations. This holiday season, take a break. Let KFC do the cooking while you enjoy the loving. KFC, it's finger-licking good for the holidays.
Boss 104, The Point, and Star 101, in collaboration with the Guam Premier Outlets, present the 2025 Health and Wellness Fair. Spend the first part of your new year with us. Enjoy an array of healthcare businesses showcasing how they can help you create a journey of wellness and how to create healthy habits. Mark the date, January 11th, for the 2025 Health and Wellness Fair, presented by Star 101, Boss 104, The Point, and Guam Premier Outlets.
And we're back. You're listening to us on The Point 93.3. You can call into 671-888-TALK. We have some more new comments on Facebook. John Chargaloff, Biba HMI listening from Colorado Springs, and Happy New Year's to all.
Hey, John.
And then Joseph Ramos, hello HMI and all veterans. Thumbs
Awesome.
up, thumbs up. Well, I think is this a shaka? What is this? This one?
Whoa.
What's this one?
You're not
Shaka?
in Hawaii, Dorothy.
Well, that's the emoji he put on there. What do you mean?
Do you know the history behind where shaka came from?
No, what is it?
Really, you didn't know? I just learned this over the weekend.
Okay, go ahead.
My sister told me. Do you know?
What?
I have no idea.
What's the history?
So there was a guy that used to work in the pineapple fields, and apparently his fingers were cut off in the middle, so he only had these, and whenever he waved, that's how it came from. And then it was pushed a little bit more by the hang loose, for the surfing.
The brand, yeah. The brand.
So that's a story I heard.
Oh, wow.
So it comes from a disabled man.
Oh, wow.
Just like disabled veterans. I wonder if he was a veteran.
Ooh, we should find out.
He was a veteran pineapple
Picker?
thicker. But that's where that came from.
A tragic story with a happy ending.
Oh,
And it's going to live forever.
Forever.
For Hawaiians.
Yes, and then they have
not from
all
Guam,
sorts
by
of
the way.
they have all sorts of meanings.
Yeah, well-
I have two sisters that live in Hawaii, and they all have different meanings.
Hey, cuz, what you talk about, cuz?
Oh no, like there's another one like yeah, and then I don't know. It's like they
How come you
kind
no
of
more
like
go
us.
stay?
Yes. Okay. Thank you for the lesson. Elizabeth says watching. Elizabeth Kitchichu says watching. So a few things we wanted to touch on were the 2024 changes. So one of them is the proposed changes to VA Caregiver Support Program. I know a lot of veterans that we spoke to. So this is the Program of Comprehensive Assistance for Family Caregivers. So when you become a caregiver, there's it's a very tedious, strict process, and not everyone gets approved. And so what they're doing is the VA they opened up a comment period. And if you're in any of our chat groups, I'll share it. But you can find this information on va.gov. So what the proposed changes would be is to expand eligibility. And that would mean a broader definition of serious injury, which means it would allow more veterans and caregivers to qualify for support. And then the other proposed rule would be add telehealth flexibility. So that means the VA would like to offer more telehealth home visits during certain types of emergencies, and then extend delay in discharges based on reassessment. So when you're in the caregiver program, you get assessed and reassessed. So what they're trying to do is, hey, just because you're going to reassess me and my time is up, just keep me in the program. And then require fewer reassessments. So under the new proposed rule, VA would reassess eligibility less frequently, lowering the burden for veterans and their families. And then they would clarify eligibility. New criteria would expand and clarify the basis on which a veteran may be determined in need of personal care services for 6 continuous months. So the caregiver program, it offers caregiver support. And you can always, of course, find more information on va.gov. And if you're a caregiver, go find the open comment. It's on the Federal Register. And, voice your concerns, because if you don't, then the VA will not know how you're affected, and change will not come. The other change is VA did a survey of 7,000 women veterans. And so what they're saying is the VA raised the bar on care for women veterans. So what the highlights from the survey were the women felt safety and comfort. 83% of women veterans who use VA healthcare, they felt safe and comfortable at VA facilities. And there was an 82% provider satisfaction, and then 74% felt a sense of belonging. And this is care at VA facilities. So these can be clinics, vet centers, hospitals, and also the VA is, even though the results are encouraging, they still recognize that there's some work to be done. So women veterans have expressed their concern over more mental health specialists. There aren't enough for counseling. They are also requesting support groups. They're also requesting 24/7 confidential support. And then the VA noticed that women either canceled their appointment or rescheduled their appointment due to health care. Not due to children care. So in some clinics, the VA is offering child care services. So the women can have their children kind of like daycare for women, so that they can make their appointments. So that's important. And then this is not the last one, but these are maybe some of the biggest ones for 2024. And the last one that just happened in October was VA proposes new legal services grant program to help veterans upgrade their military discharge status and increase access to earned benefits. So not only like in April, where the expansion to PACT Act healthcare, where someone that was exposed at home can apply for healthcare, this is saying, hey, we understand that legal support for a discharge upgrade is critical. So what we would like to do is to break down that barrier and give veterans easier access to health care and compensation if you have an other than honorable discharge.
Yeah, but that's interesting, isn't it? Because we already had, the ability to file, right? But now they're saying now there's even more money for legal. So these might be more for those that have more serious cases, right? Not necessarily the other than honorables, it sounds like.
Well, when you compare an Air Force veteran to an Army veteran, and they both got other than honorable discharges, it would be comparing that.
Now, is this one like for the female veterans only, or?
Oh, no, this is for all veterans.
For all veterans, okay.
For all veterans,
But that's interesting still, right? Because when we talk about that, again, right, we have what? We already have the ability for those with other than honorable to file their claim and receive some benefits.
Yes,
So,
and one of the most important things the VA Secretary Dennis McDonough said is we encourage former service members with other than honorable discharges to apply for VA healthcare and benefits today. Although VA cannot change your discharge status, we want to provide you with any healthcare or benefits we can, and we will work with you every step of the way to do exactly that.
yeah, and I think this comes from the portion also where they meet the means test, right? Where they're, for example, homeless or unemployed, right? This is where they can avail of VA healthcare.
Yes, and cut the red tape.
Yes.
Yes, and cut the red tape because all the veterans out there need it.
So it looks. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. So it looks like there's still so many things, and I'd like to touch on just a couple of things, and then we'll move on to the festivities.
Oh, yes.
So we got 2 minutes. All right. So here's the deal, right? So Admiral Huffman just put out a little bit of an article in the paper talking about the things that have happened and what's going on and what to expect, right? And that's the same thing we should be doing as veterans, right? Aligning ourselves with that, and maybe the next show we'll talk a little bit more about that so that we line up with that. There was talk a little bit about TikTok and how TikTok might be the way for the Chinese folks to pull our youngsters in and kind of turn them against America. And I think that's a little bit of a discussion that maybe requires a little bit more looking into or putting up things that would prevent that from continuing to happen. So lots of things to happen. We've done a whole lot this year, and there's still more to come. So all the things are still the same. File your claim. Apply up at the CBOC. We need the numbers up there. Keep doing all the things that are there. So aside from that, I think we'll get the festivities going.
While you're getting ready, Ben Servino online says, Biba to HMI and all our Guam veterans. Si Dios Maasi for your services to our country and our island. So we got because it's gonna be New Year, so we're celebrating early. Anthony has his New Year's glasses, and we have our little cool noisemakers here. Don't be too loud. It's going to hurt their ears.
No, we can do it.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
All right, you too, Jose. Oh, that's loud. I don't know if we're going to get dinged for that. We're going to get dinged for that.
We can do this, right?
I gave them your email address.
You did? Hey, how come yours is louder than mine? Okay.
You got a little pipsqueak one anyway.
I know I do.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, everyone. We'll see you next Monday. Thank you, Jose.
And thank you to everyone listening.
Yes. We'll see you next year. Right?
Yes. Happy New Year.
Next year. Happy New Year.
The Point is KUSG, Hagåtña, Guam, 93.3 FM and 104.3 HD3. 104.3 HD3.
Remembering the longest living former U.S. president. Fox News, I'm Sue Guzman, and a nation in mourning after the 39th president of the United States, Jimmy Carter, died on Sunday. Fox's Marianne Rafferty reports.
Tributes are pouring in following the death of former President Jimmy Carter. The 39th president died at his home in Plains, Georgia, where he had been receiving hospice care for nearly 2 years. During his one term in office, Carter faced many challenges, including the Iran hostage crisis and a bad economy. But he also brokered peace between Egypt and Israel. After leaving the White House, Carter dedicated his life to humanitarian causes, earning the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002. Carter, the longest living U.S. president, was 100 years old.
President Biden scheduling the late former president's state funeral in Washington for January 9th. It'll also be a national day of mourning. Carter expected to lie in state before that in the Capitol Rotunda. Tributes continue to pour in for the former president, President Biden.
Jimmy Carter stands as a model of what it means to live a life of meaning and purpose, a life of principle, faith, and humility.
President-elect Trump also said we owe Jimmy Carter a debt of gratitude. Britain's King Charles called him a committed public servant who devoted his life to promoting peace and human rights. The NTSB and Boeing sending teams to South Korea to help with the investigation into Saturday night's deadly, fiery plane crash.
The two survivors were two crew members. They were taken to the hospital, and they are both awake and talking with investigators about what they saw in those moments leading up to the crash.